Hi everyone, I'm Tom Rosenthal. And for the next few minutes, Rich Baur will be showing you the highlights of our visit to a national monument called the Wave. This incredible natural wonder is a 200-million-year-old sandstone rock formation that is located in Arizona at the North Coyote Buttes. By winning a lottery at recreation.gov, you'll be one of the 10 people allowed to hike the Wave that day. But be patient because it took me over 3 years to win. One tip that I recommend for your hike is to hire a guide because it takes the guessing out of where the trails are located. This is truly a photographer's paradise. As Hugo Martin once said, you can't call yourself a landscape photographer if you haven't snapped a photo or two of the Wave. So enjoy this exclusive, unique, and breathtaking video of the best hike of all times. Well, the gear that you would need to go on this hike, and it's about 7 miles back and forth. Rich went the extra mile to go to the second wave, so he hiked about 8 miles. But the gear that you would use, the most important thing is your water. It's recommended that you take 3 liters of water with you. Our weather was just fabulous. It started out in the 70s and got as high as the 80s, which is perfect for hiking. After that, the following week, of course, it got a lot warmer, got into the 80s, practically 90 degrees, but we hit it just perfectly, and that was a blessing in disguise. Now, getting to the Wave, there are a few markers along the way, but the trails are not marked. So this is why I recommend hiring a tour guide, because these trails you could easily get lost on. The wildflowers cooperated, the weather cooperated, everything just turned out just wonderful, and it was a magical experience. Hiking up it the last mile or two was extremely difficult. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is rated number 7. Once we arrived at the Wave, I felt this accomplishment that I've never felt before. I saw that pool of water and there were tadpoles. I couldn't say if it looked like Mars or not, and then I can't say it looked like the moon because it was too colorful to be the moon. Well, I was awed, and it is an experience that everybody should experience sometime in their life because it is totally awesome. And I saw it up there, I paused, and the first thing I did is take my camera out and I go, whoa, this is hard to describe in words, but the camera will describe it better for me. What it looked like is something from a sci-fi movie that is unreal. And with the red, yellow, white, and pink stripes going through the sandstone formation, it's I guess psychedelic would be a good word to use to describe the rock formations. Well, the geological formation at the Wave is sandstone, and that's the main rock that we saw, and it incorporated several layers of different colors that were developed during the 200 million years that it took to create this geological wonder. the wave is a fantasy. Oh man, I'll finally be able to sleep after 15 years. And go, hey, I did it.
Hike back.
Right. Okay. Add some character. Well, the vegetation is at the trailhead, and before you get to the trailhead, there's very little vegetation along the way except in the lower altitude. As you get higher up, the vegetation became quite scarce because the sandstone took over the pictures. Once I saw the entrance to the wave, I knew that this is where I belong. Well, the hike back, of course, is going downhill most of the way. So part of the slope going back was fairly steep. Once we got back, again, it was a sense of accomplishment. However, I was sad to leave the wave, and quite frankly, I could have stayed up there all day and all night and not see enough. But anyhow, it is what it is. We had to get back by a certain time, and we had our 8-hour hike in, so I'm quite grateful that all this took place at a great time, and it was definitely a lot of fun.